Hear host Joe Bob Briggs explain why burnt offerings does not refer to his ex-wife's cooking. It's next on Monster Vision. And see the Super Bowl become super disaster in Black Sunday at 9 on the next TNT Saturday Nitro.
I hate these things, but I'm not worried. Luckily, I brought in an expert.
Time to play.
Okay, here, Zippy. We'll figure it out this Saturday on USA Up All Night when we watch Hellraiser 3. Saturday at 11.
I'll be waiting.
This is the city of Los Angeles, one of the fastest growing communities in the United States today. A city that still reflects the charm and customs of its native past. A city of culture, of advanced liberal education that keeps abreast of each new generation. A city of progress and tremendous engineering accomplishments. Los Angeles, city of the angels. But like any other city, it has its back alleys. Its world of saints and sinners, and the half-world of dark shadows some of them dwell in. The darkest of these shadows is marijuana. In every large city, there are men like Captain Hayes, chief of the narcotic division. His job is to combat and control this evil menace. His fight, a 24-hour one. His weapons, simple but effective, patience and intelligence. Every case history tells the same story, a story that's a tragic pattern of men and women's lives. Cause, marijuana. This harmless-looking cigarette is cloaked in many innocent disguises. But light the match, inhale the smoke, and it becomes an invitation to your own murder. This killer and the man who sells it has no respect for anybody. His victims are any lost soul. It matters not to whom the soul belongs. The seller's method of operation? Simple. Keep the mind from thinking. The mind thinks, the world becomes a real thing, with troubles and problems without the answers. But he has the answer: escape. Sell the dreams people want to dream. Keep them from waking up, because once they do, you're out of business. Of course, the rich can afford to pay more for their dreams. It's a profitable game. And when boredom sets in, heroin, cocaine, opium is always the next step, at higher prices, if you live that long. This man has no pride. To lay his hands on an extra $1, he'll set this killer loose on anyone, even your kids who go to high school. You may even know him. His name is Marky.
Oh, Ricky, I'd like to. You would?
change 5 pennies for a nickel pop?
Be right back, baby. Hiya, Marky.
Shut up, you crazy kid. How many times have I told you not to mention my name?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, you're getting good taste. Wish I was young again. It's gonna cost you $5 tonight.
$5?
That's right. Weekend special. 3 for $5, just for you.
Yeah, but $5, that's all I got.
So tell your old man to double your allowance next week.
No.
Come on, dig. You want it or not? Haven't got all night.
Okay.
Have fun.
Hey, give us some.
Here, have last.
Oh, I'm on a great big purple cloud, and it's real purple. Hey, you look funny. You've got purple hair. Let's go dance. Let's go. Oh, Ricky, look out. There's a car coming in.
Watch me give a shave.
Oh, my baby, my baby.
Well, the morgue did a big business. 3 lives. 1 girl never to walk again, if she lives.
Too bad it wasn't the guy who sold them those sticks.
We'll get him, Mason. May take time. When we do, we'll throw the book at him. From all reports, this peddler isn't the ordinary run-of-the-mill. He moves in all circles, from Beverly Hills and Bel Air to the nightclubs along the Strip, from Hollywood and the Wilshire District all the way down to Skid Row. I'm assigning you and Time this case. You're going to work as a team. Now, I want this deal handled strictly on the hush side. No pickups, no arrests. We can pull in the users anytime. We do it now, they may clam up. They talk, their supply is cut off. Our job is to find the main source of supply. Who sells it to the peddlers, how he rolls the stuff in, and where he stores it.
Looks like our vacation is over. It was so nice and quiet in the community, too. Somebody had to go get greedy.
Open the X-Files. Drop in to the Crypt. This Friday at 8, 7 Central, Tales from the Crypt hits prime time, and you'll discover what mystery lovers already know. It's cool in the Crypt. Prime time Tales from the Crypt, then.
Bonjour, les enfants. Issois Pierre here, checking into the Fox Kids Club with this week's French word of the week.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Fox Kids Club. We have a special guest joining us today to give us a new French word of the week. We're learning all kinds of neat things. In the month of October, they've all been kind of Halloween kind of words, which we really have enjoyed. First of all, though, let's meet this young man. Tell everybody your name.
Philippe.
And I just found out that Philippe is the younger brother of one of our crew members from last year, Jacques. So we're glad to have you here. What school do you go to, Philippe?
S.J. Montgomery.
All right, and what grade are you in?
Third
grade. Okay. What are we going to learn how to say today in French?
Le revenant.
And what does that mean?
A ghost.
A ghost. All right. Let's practice it together. Everybody ready? Really fast at home? Un, deux, trois. Le revenant. Good.
Hi, my name is Brooke. I'm from Abbottville, and you're watching the Fox Kids Club.
It's a kooky, spooky Halloween weekend on Fox Kids.
Start a big push on the stuff again.
But if we blow this deal, boys, all our vacations will be permanent. Well, better get some sleep. This may be our last chance.
The boss was right. Sleep, that was for babies. I went home, dug out my old school books, loaded up my pockets with nickels for the jukebox, and brushed up on my jive talk. Then I played a solo in that malt shop.
Another drink, madam? Me? Oh, I joined the union to wear the uniform. If the customers hadn't been loyal patrons, I think I would have put the owner out of business. I was all hands, about 6. The only trouble was 5 of them didn't function.
Say, Marky, can you let me have...
Sweetheart. I crossed your name off my books. I'm not in business for love.
Well, I can pay you next week.
See me then.
But, Marky,
No more action. We have only 4 more rehearsals before opening. Vite, mes chers. We do not have all day. Address quickly, please.
Hello, Hugo. Find any new talent lately?
Big, you stay away from my girls.
Hugo, you hurt my professional pride. You want them to have rhythm, don't you?
Yeah, pardon, cochon.
Back in a minute, honey. Hello, Marky. I'm awful jumpy today. Are you holding? I've been telling you, Marky, she's a nice kid. She's only working here 'cause she needs a dough. Marky, did you hear what I asked?
I've had my eye on that for a long time.
Lay off, Marky. She's the kind that works to help support her brother, wants him to have a decent education.
Rita, you sound as if I had the wrong ideas. I think education's a wonderful thing. I want to talk to her about it.
I told you, she's a nice kid.
So am I. I like nice kids. That's why I want to meet her. Arrange a party.
Marky,
Make it tonight.
All right.
You're a real sensible girl, Rita. The kind that knows how to keep a good friend.
Oh, Anne, I'm throwing a little party tonight. Nothing sensational. How about coming over?
Well, Bob's coming home from college. Summer vacation. He may be in tonight.
We'll bring the party to you. Really welcome the kid home.
Now you kiss me. Now you. I like yours better. Your mustache is tickle. Tickle, tickle.
Well, the lady really is alive. Had me worried for a while.
Rita always gets fun out of things.
Don't you?
I guess maybe I'm too busy trying to make a living. I helped send my brother to college.
Yeah, so I heard. What you need, maybe, is a little education yourself. Learn to relax. Let your hair down. You got a lot of class. Charm. With a guy like me, you might even go places. I know a lot of people. The right kind. You might even call me a sort of Santa Claus. I could turn your life into a nice, big, beautiful sleigh ride. Enough dough to put your brother through college twice.
You make living sound attractive.
Oh, here. Try one of mine. Go ahead. It won't hurt you.
Yeah, have a drink.
No, Marky. Maybe for somebody else, but not for me.
Oh, what are you worried about? You're over 21. You got a mind of your own? I think you're the type that could take it or leave it.
Hey, fellas! Anne's gonna join the club. Come on, we can't miss this.
That's a good girl.
Don't be a poor sport, Anne. It's fun. You'll love it.
Well, maybe one puff won't hurt me.
Sure, you know I wouldn't steer you wrong.
Oh, no, baby, not like that. Here, try it.
Show somebody else, stupid, not her.
Like this, honey.
This is a nightmare from Stephen King.
Hello?
You don't want your phone to ring.
Now, honey, calm down. Whatever it is, it can't be that.
All you'll hear is a desperate cry. And then
Bill, she's out in the middle of nowhere alone.
a loved one soon will die. From Stephen King, a special Tales from the Dark Side.
Friday at 11 on PHL 17.
They're unstoppable! But we're gonna stop them anyway! Send in the Marines! We're the Space Marines. Drake, Ripley, A-Bone, Bishop, and I'm Hicks, armed with the latest high-tech heavy metal.
Look out, Hicks! The Queen's gonna crown ya! My bug rocker's on a roll! Bull alien attacking! Eat torch, bug brain!
Alien invasion problem? Send in the Marines!
Send in the Marines!
Space Marines! Aliens!
That's the way!
One is like nothing beautiful. Try another.
How am I doing?
Fine. It's a real pleasure, isn't it?
Congratulations! Now you'll start living!
My head is so light it feels like it's floating.
That's because your troubles are all gone. Try another puff. See how pretty the world looks then.
You're so smart, Marky. So smart.
Music! Somebody play some music! I want to dance!
Yeah, I'll buy a ticket.
I want to dance too!
Oh, that energy, beautiful. Let's not waste it dancing.
Sis? Oh, sis? Come on, wake up.
Give me another stick, Marky. Give me another stick.
Come on, who are you?
You're not Marky.
Come on, get up. Now get out.
Now, wait a minute, you.
I said get out. I'm Ann's brother. Anything else you want to know?
I'm sorry. What a night.
Sis. Ann.
No, Marky. No more. Makes my head spin. Let Rita have it.
Sis. Wake up, sis. It's Bob.
Bob. When did you get here?
Oh, a little while ago.
Well, why didn't you wake me up, silly?
Well, I started to, but you were so sound asleep that I just didn't have the heart to.
Oh, well, how about fixing me up some coffee, huh?
Okay. Coffee coming up.
Well, now that I'm awake, how about a kiss hello?
Hi, sis. Sorry I couldn't get here in time for the party.
Oh, it was nothing. Tell me all about school, Bob.
You bum one of your cigarettes?
Help yourself. What's the matter? Something wrong? Bob, you didn't quit school, did you?
No. But it's something I've been wanting to talk about.
But why, Bob? Aren't you happy there? Are you in trouble?
No. No, it's nothing like that. Sure, I want to go on with college. I even had a couple of my paintings on exhibition this semester. But look, I know how hard you work, and I know what it costs to keep me going. What with the payments on the house and everything. Look, you've done so much for me already. It just isn't fair to keep taking away from yourself and giving me. Sis, I'm going to get a job.
Know the right people. With enough dough to put your brother through college twice. Put your brother through college twice. Know the right people.
Listen to me, Bob. You're not giving up school. Not with your future. I never had a chance for one, but I'm seeing that you do.
But the money. I can't let you do it.
I've made up my mind. Everything will be taken care of.
Ann, who is this Mr.
Who?
I'll go unpack. But who's Marky, and who was it I found on the couch in the living room when
Wait a minute, kid. Slow down. You're throwing questions at me like I was on a quiz show.
I'm sorry. It's just that I was upset coming in like that.
Why don't you relax, Bob? So Ann had a little party. I was there with a few friends. We even hung around waiting for you to come home.
Maybe it's just as well I didn't.
You picked yourself up a cute little imagination since you were home last. Ann works hard trying to put you through college. Figures you deserve it. Maybe someday you'll make it up to her.
I'm thinking about quitting college. She can't be making more than $60 or $75 a week at the most. How can she do everything on that and live?
Maybe I shouldn't tell you this because it's, well, sort of a surprise. But Ann did say something about a new act, a little specialty routine that's going into a club. It'll mean another $25 a week.
Rita, who's Marky?
A friend, kid. Just a friend.
Stripes become you, Raymond. Must keep you from getting too lonesome for home.
Your jokes are going to have you laughing yourself to death someday, friend.
What gets you up so early in the morning? Insomnia?
Let's call it ambition.
You shove weeds to those high school kids?
Man's got to make a living these days, Jonathan. With me, $1 a butt. Take you, for instance. A view overlooking the city, custom-made furniture, different suit 3 times a day. You're a big man, Jonathan. A big man. I was thinking maybe I might be your neighbor one of these days.
You just have to learn to crawl before you can walk, Marky.
Like you did?
Listen, Marky. You pull another deal like this last one, and the narcotic boys will be bucking on your tail like a pack of bloodhounds.
That's my worry, not yours. When it comes to being in front of the gun, I am always there, not you.
So I appreciate your loyalty. That's why I trust you, but it's things like this that make it very difficult for the margin man, like myself. It's tougher to roll the stuff in, prices go up.
You're telling me that because of this caper in the news, it's going to cost me more dough?
Let's say $25 a can for each case of fresh, ripely picked tomatoes.
Talk like it was a chain store.
I take the major risks, and it's only honest that I share in the profits.
Well, what can I do? You got me over a case of tomatoes.
Excuse me. Hello? Oh, yes, Miller. When? I had nearly 10 grand riding that shipment. Couldn't you do anything? All right. Just keep out of sight. I'll contact you later.
Trouble, maybe?
Yeah. Miller was hijacked last night, coming in from Arizona. Some other outfit must have gotten wind of it.
Are you sure Miller wasn't the wind? I hear tell he'll hold hands with anybody that'll drop over 50 cents in his palm. Even the cops.
I find out, I'll call you. Return the favor.
Take it out and trade at the old prices.
Raymond, I want you to pay Miller a little visit. Be real sociable. Take him out for an airing.
What you doing, cousin?
I'm pumping iron.
You're pumping iron?
Yeah, the Human Nutrition Research Center has released the finding that losing weight is a lot harder for people with low iron levels.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so when you're working out to keep fit and healthy, work in some iron into your diet the easy, delicious way.
How you do that?
Well, with some wholesome, delicious steamed syrup. Tu comprends?
Oui.
Aliens! Yo, Hicks! Something big is in the air! It's the alien flying queen! And her gruesome gorillas! Send in the ultimate space marine, Atax, disguised in his big, bad bug suit.
He sneaks in and takes him out.
But the flying queen unmasks him! Send in Hicks and the heavily armored evac fighter!
Send in the Marines!
Blast them!
Yeah!
And bottle them! And it's bye-bye bug, each sold separately. Aliens!
Although the dark side is always there, waiting.
You should never underestimate the powers of the human will.
Tales from the Dark Side. Delicious, spine-tingling chills brought to you by the producers of Creepshow.
I told you I ain't dead so many times, I'm blue in the face.
Now that's the truth.
Join us each week, if you dare, for Tales from the Dark Side.
Sunday nights at 10 on Channel 9.
I'm gonna die! Feel as if I'm walking on air. See, nothing to it.
Is it Marky coming?
He had a business meeting tonight.
Male or female?
Money. Say, that's beautiful. Something I'd like to do my ballet to.
My new concerto. Get in the mood and start from the beginning. I'm gonna die! I tell you, I'm gonna die!
What's the matter with you?
I'm gonna die. I know I'm gonna die.
That's the funniest thing I ever heard in my life. He thinks he's gonna die. That's a scream. Hey, before you leave this world, take a drag. It'll get you there faster.
Now I'm in the mood. I wish to be left alone. Thank you. Thank you. No, Aaron. There. There. Open. Open. Open! What's the matter with oh, listen, I'm over here. Big dope, if he was me, he could float through the hole. Somebody give him a drag, he'll be okay.
I hope Hugo wasn't watching too closely. I was all feet. It's the longest rehearsal I've ever had. Another minute and I'd have dropped. And how about a lift? Have you got it with you?
I wish I had. But Marky will have something. He'll be outside.
Maybe I should tell you, Marky isn't the easiest man in the world to resist.
I know what I'm doing.
Before you two go, see me in my office.
You, wanted to see us?
Oui. For weeks now, you've both lumbered about like two elephants. The feet, they never left the floor. The bodies, statues, stones. The face, green masks. Grand guignol, lifeless. So I shall be brief. You're fired. Go pick up your checks at the cashier.
Why, you...
Please do not excite me.
Let's not waste time telling him what he can do with his job. Come on.
You go, Rita. I'll see you later. Hugo, I'd like to keep my job.
No, absolutely no.
But I help support my brother. I send him to college.
Brother, mother, mortgage, farm, milk coat. Always something is being supported. Always somebody is sending somebody someplace. But the answer is still no. I know this man, Marky. I see what he does to people. I feel very sorry for you.
Save your sympathy for somebody who needs it.
Hi. You're through early today.
I'm through, period.
What do you mean?
Oh, just that I lost one of a girl's best friends. Her job.
So now you got a new one.
Friend or job?
Both. Starting now.
You're the boss, friend.
Like your new job, beautiful?
You'd make a girl like anything, including you.
Why don't you take care of the guests?
All right.
Quiet, everybody, quiet. Music, Professor. All right, you generous people. You are here to enjoy yourselves, and I am here to see that you do. For your pleasure tonight, we have a special offering. Some people call it madness, others the devil. But if it is the devil, he's helped to send my baby brother to college, hasn't he, Marky?
Collect the dough, sweetheart. Never mind the speeches.
$2 a stick, ladies and gentlemen, $2. One for Marky, one for Annie's brother. Dig into your pocket for that big, beautiful green stuff called money.
Take it easy, Ann. The kid might walk in.
Who's working their fingers to the bone? Annie, that's who. Who'll be the first to cut up a touch with me?
I will.
Hear host Joe Bob Briggs explain why Burnt Offerings does not refer to his ex-wife's cooking. It's next on Monster Vision. And see the Super Bowl become Super Disaster in Black Sunday at 9 on the next TNT Saturday Nitro.
Tonight, it's on HBO. At 8, a Saturday premiere, Some Things You Can't Learn at Harvard, Joe Pesci, with honors. At 10, a premiere of the HBO Comedy Hour, Women of the Night 4, hosted by Tracy Ullman. And at 11, even the hero has a breaking point, Christopher Reeve, Joe Mantegna, Above Suspicion. With honors, HBO Comedy Hour, and Above Suspicion. HBO is on tonight.
Creepball. When you call us, the terror begins. Creepball. Real life ghosts and zombies talk to you. Dial 1-900-490-CREEP. That's 1-900-490-CREEP. Randomly selected callers get connected to me live. Hurry up. We're waiting for you, pigeon. If you're under 18, make sure your parents know you're calling. Just $2 per call.
Bobby, where have you been? Little boys shouldn't stay out so late. Bobby, you're rude.
Now I know who Marky is. And what he is. And you, too.
Blow, kid. Go buy yourself a double malted. Come back tomorrow.
A lead to help crack a case can be a funny thing. Sometimes it doesn't even take much to find. Just someone with enough courage to bring it out in the open. Homicide listened to Hugo's story, then transferred it over to Captain Hayes in the Narcotics Division. It was a simple story, but with tragic implications. A story like so many others from so many people, full of ifs. If only he hadn't been afraid. If only he'd turned Marky in. If only he'd listened to Anne and not fired her. If only Hugo could make a positive identification. You never know. When you least expect things to happen, they happen. From that minute on, Marky started living in a fishbowl. Lieutenants Mason and Tyne had a string on him 24 hours a day. They got up with him in the morning, followed him around like bloodhounds, and put him to bed at night. And sometimes they even went visiting. The boys wound up doing plenty of homework on Marky, and it wasn't long before they started adding to their program. Subject, Ann Lester.
And we've been living with the guy for a week now, Captain. He's a smart boy. Never oversteps himself, never anything out in the open. He's been sticking to the old-timers ever since that high school episode. We can pick them up anytime.
What about his source of income?
No score for us yet, Captain. We, accidentally got into his apartment. Strictly a mistake. The stuff he gets comes in cans. But unfortunately for us, he'd torn off the label. So all we can do is just sit back and wait till he needs some new stock.
We'll keep breathing on him. We've got two things in our favor, time and patience.
Lester girl, Captain. The one whose brother was a suicide.
What about her?
I've been checking with Alexander down at Homicide. There's a gimmick behind that deal somewhere. All through the coroner's inquest, she kept repeating, "It's my fault, it's my fault." That's all they could get out of her. She's been on the habit heavy ever since, with Marky's help.
You pick him up if he passes, it may blow the works. You don't, Marky'll have that girl turning cartwheels.
She's young and attractive, Captain. You can't tell how much Marky's poured out his little old heart to her.
All right, boys, put the bite on him.
You got him, boss.
Rita, come on.
Relax, boys. I'll be with you in a minute.
Relax, she says. I'm 3 years older since she went in to put on her hat.
Friend, never rush a woman in anything.
Took you all this time to put that on?
I had her curl my feathers. Like it? It's a present from you.
You're welcome.
Now, if the fashion show is over, where are we going?
I thought we'd see Anne. She's having a rough time. Blames herself for what happened. She's pretty bitter.
Can we console her and cut up a touch, too?
Maybe.
Hello. It's Anne, Marky. Oh, I've got the shakes bad. Rita's coming over. But it's you I want to see. Thanks, Marky.
Get going. Turn right at the next intersection.
What'd you do, get lost?
Just keep your pants pressed under that wheel, bright boy.
Look, friend, I'm a big boy now. I like to go riding with girls. I've got an appointment to keep.
That's right. With Mr. Trainer.
Well, in that case, how can I argue?
Then my tire went flat and I lost them. If Tang can pick me up, we'll move in on the girls' house. They may have been headed that way. Okay, boss, we'll keep in touch with you.
You come along just like a trained seal, Mr. Trainer.
What happens, Jonathan? Do I wind up in Santa Monica Bay like Miller?
You worried, Marky?
Yeah. I never learned to swim.
You won't have to. There's no water where you're going. Arizona.
Nice dry air, the desert. Good for the health.
I want you to roll some stuff in. Only this time I want to be the only one who knows where you're going.
I guess nobody ever told you, Jonathan. I'm an orphan.
Just curious about somebody's big sister, that's all.
I wouldn't stay awake at nights thinking about it. I've got other plans for the big sister. What do I do?
Well, there's a little garage just beyond Elah Bend. When you get there, stop and have your tank filled with gas. You'll also have a slow leak in your spare tire. Have it changed. The serviceman will know what to do.
That's pretty clever, Jonathan.
And when you get back, call me. I'll have Raymond meet you.
About that gas.
Jimmy! Will you stop wasting your time watching that garbage? You should be doing your homework. I don't know what I
Hey, Junior, I got something you can really sink your teeth into.
Calling all Dream Warriors. Think you're brave enough to face Freddy? Well, now you can put your nightmare knowledge to the test and win money. You can win $250 a day. Just pick up your phone and dial 1-900-860-4FRED. And you can challenge Freddy Krueger in the ultimate trivia game.
Hundreds of blood-curdling questions about all my films. Still need a few pointers? Well, listen up, lunch meat.
Call now and challenge Freddy in his trivia game to win cash.
Well, little piggy, I might not get you now, but I'll get you in A Nightmare on Elm Street 6.
$2 the first minute, $1 each additional minute. Callers under 18 get your parents' permission before you dial.
What a rush.
Call now. The phone lines are open. Hi, I'm Teddy, operator at Creepo, the masters of telephone terror. Need a good scare? Then call us only if you dare. Dial 1-900-490-CREEP. That's 1-900-490-CREEP. And if you're one of the lucky or unlucky randomly selected callers, you'll talk to me live. Only $2 a call.
Do I fill up with ethyl or regular?
No, Marky plays better than you do. Say, I wonder where Marky is. That's him. Who are you?
Narcotics squad.
I'll take that one, chum.
Get back with the others.
You're making a mistake. We just dropped in.
You'll have a chance to explain it downtown. Where's Marky? I asked you where Marky is.
I don't know anybody named Marky.
Don't make it tough on yourself.
Never heard of him.
Why the cover-up?
Like every room had a for rent sign.
I guess Marky had more important places to go.
What about the girl?
Still cutting her baby teeth. Hasn't learned to talk yet. Okay, it's a nice sunny day. Let's all go get a little fresh air.
Won't you sit down?
Any law against standing?
That's your privilege. This may take some time. I'm sure you will find that more comfortable, Miss Lester.
What am I, under a microscope or something?
You know you will be turned over to the police and charged with violation of the narcotics law.
So my name will be in the papers, the courtroom will be crowded, and when I get out of jail, no one will care.
Miss Lester, why did your brother kill himself?
That part of my life is my business. Keep out of it.
But your future life isn't, Miss Lester. That's ours. Whether we stay in it or not depends on you. Believe me, we're only trying to help.
I don't need anybody's help. I can take care of myself.
None of us is infallible. We all make mistakes. The secret is caring enough not to want to make another one.
That means Marky.
I told you before, I don't know anybody named Marky.
We do, Miss Lester. Do you have any idea what sticking to a man like that will mean to you? The Markies in this world aren't very human, Miss Lester. They use people to get what they want out of life. And when the people are no longer useful to them, they walk away from them. By then it's too late. You're destroyed.
Nothing like that will ever happen to me.
That's an old story to us, Miss Lester. It happens without your even knowing it. They all start out the way you have. It seems fun. You get your kicks out of life. You forget your troubles. But the troubles are still there, so you try something else. Morphine, opium maybe. And there's always a Marky around with a smile and a helping hand. Then he takes the stuff away from you because it costs money to get. But by that time, you can't stop. So you have to pay for it in many ways.
I don't believe you.
This girl was 23 when this picture was taken a year and a half ago. Would you like to meet her?
Matron.
Take another look. You wouldn't believe it was the same girl, would you? There's no hope for her anymore.
You're just trying to frighten me.
Have the car brought around. Maybe I can change your mind. Hello, Gladys.
What do you want, copper?
Just want you to meet someone. We've known Gladys a long time. Haven't we, Gladys?
The feeling ain't mutual.
Do me a favor, will you, Gladys? Show her your arm.
What is this? A beauty contest?
Come on, sweetheart. You should be used to it.
Okay, boys. Take a good look. Enjoy yourselves.
That's what happens when you take the needle. All right, let's go. This is where Gladys lived. It's what happens when you get down to boots and shoes. When every penny goes to fill a needle or syringe. Here's where Gladys will eventually wind up. Take a look. You're safe. You're always safe on the outside of a psychopathic ward. Go on, take a look.
I don't want to come in here because I didn't say anything to them. I didn't.
This is the end of the road, Miss Lester. When you get to this stage, there is no other world.
girl was lucky. She committed suicide. She, too, knew a Markey. Her name could have been Ann Lester.
Could have, but it wasn't.
Not much fun, was it, Miss Lester?
You seem to think it was.
What you saw was your future. We want to save you and all the others from one like it. Help us and you help them.
Very touching.
We're after the man who supplies Markey. That's our only chance.
If I ever get around to meeting him, I'll call you and introduce you.
Too bad you didn't think of that 2 weeks ago. Your brother might be alive today.
All right, the floor show's over. What are we waiting for?
One by one, the collection is displayed.
Smith! What the hell is going on here?
Presenting rare and special programs, the Sci-Fi Series Collection.
We needed to have a world in which the plasmoid creatures had been actually created by androids.
An android that reads poetry. Seems to have a lot on his mind.
Watch your step in The Other World. Tomorrow at 9, 6 Pacific. No one can escape the curse of the undead. Nosferatu. Wednesday at noon, 9 Pacific on the Sci-Fi Channel. Whether you're cold or whether you're wet, you'll weather it better with a warm, welcoming Knorr soup. Like Knorr blended golden vegetable. Wholesome, nourishing vegetables, selected and blended for a soup that's thick but smooth. Soup in a cup or soup in a bowl, there's no soup more satisfying. Knorr soup. So good you go.
The matron in.
Yes, sir.
Take her away.
She'll crack.
Ann Lester, along with the others, pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 60 days in the Los Angeles County Jail. This was a new world, strange, bewildering, a little frightening. The new look exchanged for a drab one. A number instead of a name. A picture to mark her for future identification. For the next 60 days, this was to be her home, her life, her future, or the end of it, with nothing to keep her company but 4 bare walls, a window, and cold steel bars. "60 days and every day the same. Up when darkness dies, to bed while it's still day. The same monotonous routine. The same thoughts, bitterness, remorse, the feeling she killed her brother, but too ashamed to admit it even to her own self.
So Bob is dead, and you killed him. The only thing you ever really loved. You took and destroyed it. He was so young, and you never gave him a chance to live. He's dead, and you killed him. You killed him. Kid killer. You're a kid killer. Woo, woo! Kid killer. Kid killer. Kid killer. Kid killer.
60 days and 60 nights of the same thing eating its way into her heart and mind. Every face seeming to look at her the same way. Every voice accusing her of the same thing.
Kid killer.
Kid killer.
Kid killer.
Kid killer.
Kid killer. Kid killer.
Kid killer. Kid killer.
What isn't true? You better calm down. You'll wind up in psycho.
Are you all right, Anne?
Yes, of course.
Every day it was the same. And the nights became living nightmares. Kid killer.
Kid killer. Kid killer.
Kid killer. Kid killer.
Kid killer.
Kid killer. Kid killer. Kid killer.
Kid killer. The mind can only stand so much conflict and turmoil within itself. Ann Lester was no different than anyone else. Transferred to the county jail hospital, she was given a chance to rest and receive proper treatment. Then other things began to disturb her.
You sure nobody's been here to see me?
Nobody. And I've seen lots of girls like yourself come and go. First, it's 60 days. Then it's 6 months in and 6 months out. If you add it up, it becomes half a lifetime.
The Marquis in this world aren't very human, Miss Lester. They use people to get what they want out of life.
A guy like me, you might even go places. I know a lot of people, the right kind.
And when the people are no longer able to serve their purpose, the Marquis walk out on them.
You might even call me a sort of Santa Claus. I could turn your life into a nice, big, beautiful sleigh ride.
By that time, it's too late. You're destroyed.
This should be a big day for you, Anne.
What's so big about it? That after 50 days in the snake pit, you finally open the doors?
Well, now that you're out, what are you going to do?
Me? I'm going to the beauty shop and try to look my age again. Then I'm going to take a bath. Think the smell of this place will ever come off of me?
Welcome home, beautiful.
Hello, Marky.
You must have been a good girl getting those 10 days off.
How else can a girl act in a snake pit like that?
We have a lot to talk over. 50 whole days.
And nights.
That is a real noble thing you did, not talking. I appreciate it. And a friend I do business.
You are entering the universe of Sci-Fi Entertainment, the official magazine of the Sci-Fi Channel. Call 1-800-77-SCI-FI for movie and series info, interviews, news and reviews on videos, books, and technology. It's your only source for the sci-fi schedule, movie listings, and channel exclusives. Test your mental metal. Call 1-800-77-SCI-FI. Get 6 issues of Sci-Fi Entertainment for only $15.95. Have your Visa or MasterCard ready. Welcome to the Edge.
There's a new series coming to television. If you don't watch it, you could be making a grave error. A very grave error. Friday the 13th. The series.
I'd appreciate it, too.
I didn't do it for him, for you, for nobody else but little me. I've got lots of life to make up for. The only thing I'm interested in from now on is money.
You learned a lot in 50 days.
That isn't all I learned. I may even be able to get my hands on some of that money. Big money, Marky.
What'd they do? Let you out at night to roam the streets?
No. I decided to become real domestic. Stayed home every night. Meet lots of people. The profitable kind.
Well, it's very interesting. What's the pitch on this?
Skip it. I'll work the angle myself. Compared to this deal, you're fooling with nickels and dimes. There's a certain party here from the East, fronting for a big syndicate. At the moment, they're looking to tie into some of that stuff. But I don't think that's the real purpose. I think they're planning to open a branch office.
That's a big mouthful.
I got it from the mouth the words were put into. The gentleman's girlfriend. She became my roommate.
I don't think my man in the front office is going to like that.
He may not have anything to say about it.
Maybe we should arrange an introduction.
I said forget it.
Simmer down, little girl. We're partners, remember? Could arrange for me to meet this party. Then I might convince him to do business with Traynor.
From the way my roommate spoke, her friend was trained to take, not ask.
You introduce me. We might all get in on the taking.
I'll call her. She's got the influence.
I don't usually talk business at this late hour, but who am I to turn a deaf ear to an honest deal? Since you are my guest, Mr. Gabriel, wouldn't you be more comfortable without your hat?
I like it with my hat on. Keeps the draft out of my head.
What's the proposition, Mr. Gabriel?
Please, Marky.
How do I know I can trust you two? Her, I know. She took a rap with a couple acquaintances of mine. The dolls I know don't give the nod unless it's on the level.
I wouldn't have suggested coming here unless I knew the trick could be turned, Mr. Gabriel.
Okay, sister, you say so. But you blow the deal and Mr. Romero won't like it.
Romero?
You heard the name right. We got no secrets. Everything open and above board, right on top of the table. Backed by cash on the line. With delivery of merchandise. 75 grand. The cash isn't hot, Mr. Traynor. We keep it in the deep freeze. You can take it to any bank.
I apologize for my thoughts, Mr. Gabriel.
That's all right. I understand. When you lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas. Now, what about the stuff?
Excuse me. Hello? Yes? Uh-huh. Well, this rather upsets me. Are you absolutely sure? All right. Forgive me. My butler and right-hand man, Raymond, he's been down taking a little inventory at the warehouse. I was hoping to supply you without any delay, but now it seems I don't have that much stuff on hand at the moment. Give me 12 to 18 hours and I'll deliver. What do you say, Marky?
Maybe sooner.
Where do I pick up?
Well, I'll call you. We'll go together.
I'll be waiting. See you around, baby. This deal works out, the boss may give you a nice present.
Make it a mink coat.
You roll the stuff in, this'll be in your pocket tomorrow.
I want to see you. Alone.
Wait out in the hall, beautiful. Some things are private. You don't mind.
Just as long as they pay off.
Tomorrow night this time, we'll be celebrating.
What's my cut?
We split $5 grand.
It's gonna be lonesome driving all the way wherever you're going alone.
You make it tough for a man to stay honest.
Who's more important, Trainer or me? Who brought him the deal? And who's your partner? Marky, you should do a little more thinking about yourself. What's happened to your ambition? The things the Trainer has and you want.
What are you driving at?
Your ambition.
Carded budget. The smart money is on budget.
For USA Update, I'm Randy Meyer.
You're watching USA, America's favorite cable network.
This week on CNET Central, it's the future of television and the internet. See how something called the M-Bone could get you your own interactive TV channel. And it's more than just a video game, it's a way of life. Find out what it takes to become a first-class flight simulator pilot, all on CNET Central. On air, online, interactive. Sunday at 10:30 p.m., 7:30 Pacific on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Lack of conscience, we may get a few connections. Where are we going?
Arizona. I think I've been underestimating your talents.
Hello, Raymond. It's getting a bit chilly waiting around for you.
You should have dropped dead from pneumonia.
Yeah, now I remember. It was in Chicago about 5 years ago. I was on homicide. I picked you up just when you were about to give Big Sam a bath in a tub of concrete.
I don't forget you, Mason.
Please, Raymond, the name is Gabriel. Mr. Gabriel. You know, your boss and I have just made a deal. I'm about to take over his warehouse. Since I'm a stranger in town, maybe you'd better show the way.
And just when I was leaving, these jerks drove in with 2 truckloads of canned tomatoes. But the real ones. Yeah, I'll be here all night unpacking and counting this stuff. Okay, Trainer.
Nicely done, Raymond. You missed your vocation. You should have been an actor. But then they do put on plays where you're going, don't they? Shall we start? Cozy little place you got here.
I'd say it has its good points. Raymond. Raymond.
My boss will never forgive me anything goes wrong with this setup.
We all have to take our chances, Mr. Gabriel. What fun would there be in winning if we didn't? I thought I told you to leave her out of this.
You're thinking for too many people, Jonathan. Whatever she's in, I'm in. We're partners on this deal.
Settle your problems on your own time. I'm here for business.
Hello? Yes? Go ahead, please. Hello?
Sundays at 6, 5 Central on USA.
Has the thrill gone out of your life?
I want to be dead.
Then you need a dose of USA's Saturday Nightmares. Movies so scary. They'll drive you back. Plus tales of mystery and imagination with a dash of devilish humor. From the modern master of the macabre, Alfred Hitchcock. It's all waiting for you every week on Saturday Nightmares. Saturday nights at 8, 7 Central on USA. On the World Wide Web, the Sci-Fi Channel welcomes you to the edge.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your calling. That was Mr. Romero, Mr. Gabriel. Only he doesn't know any Mr. Gabriel.
What is this?
Why don't you ask her? It was she that dreamed up Gabriel.
That wasn't a very nice thing to do.
Keep him covered.
Get him out of here. Come on. Thanks, Anne, for all your help. I don't think we'll have to worry about filling in this blank space with another picture of you.
No, Captain. But it's you I have to thank. And Lieutenants Mason and Tyne. It hasn't only been my fight alone, but everybody's.
Democrats and Republicans, oh my. Mice and rats and roaches in the White House, oh my. The White House is overrun with capital critters. Saturdays at 8:30 on the best place for tunes, Cartoon Network.